Scorpios, welcome to your monthly tarot scope for May 2018. Very happy to have you here. Did I tell you that maybe I was a Scorpio? Born November 7th. If you want something from me, he'll just sit and stare for 10 minutes until he manages easily, because he's a Scorpio, to just shove his thought and his energy into my brain. And then I just know. There's no physical boundaries for Scorpios. Energy. Everything is energy. And you just kind of put your thought, put your emotion, put your energy into the world. Very deep, piercing way. That's the thing, Scorpio. You don't need to work so hard. All you have to do is sit and stare at it until it gets it. It's when you start working hard, trying to be normal, trying to be like others, when things are starting to become messy. 3 of Swords in reverse. Wonderful start. I know you like the sense of pain. You're a little bit addicted to it because through pain you learn a lot about your truth and about the truth of the world. You like to drown in truth, whether it be joyous or painful. So go deep into it. So some of you have been diving deep into your pain, discovering it, thus releasing it, or are about to. The Emperor. Control. Controlling your pain, controlling your boundaries. Some of you are the opposite, not allowing yourself to feel pain because you can't afford it right now, because you need to be in control. And this is him staring at his pain, kind of, what do you want? You think you have control over me? Nuh-uh. I'm a Scorpio. I got this. I'm controlling you, Mr. Pain, Mr. Broken Heart. You're not going to get the best of me. Nice. The Emperor is the card of Zeus, the ruler of the heavens. He doesn't blink in the face of some heartache. Thing is, Scorpio, even though control is something that you're very good at, denying your pain or not allowing yourself to feel it because you feel like you need to be in control is not necessarily the healthiest thing for you. So I'm hoping you are in the group that actually goes in and tries to own your pain, as opposed to kind of, you know, suppressing it. Five of Wands. Yeah, you're going through some conflicts or battling. You need to handle some things and you just can't afford to feel right now, right? I can't afford to feel now. I need to figure this out. I need to make this and this happen. I need to make these people kind of know their place. 7 of Swords. You are having a plan, strategy. You are playing your cards. You're playing chess. Some of you are like really forming a strategy of how to overcome something. And you're in your power zone. Don't get me wrong. The Emperor and the 7 of Swords, that's vast control over a situation. That's a very strategic way of thinking. That's a way to defeat any enemy. Some of you, it's because someone really hurt your feelings, really betrayed you, really manipulated you, and now you're giving them a piece of you. And you're like, oh yeah? Queen of Wands, another fire element. The Emperor can be Aries, Queen of Wands can be Leo. Generally fire signs, even more so fire energy. Of the will, of the ego. There is a lot of mind games, ego battles, playing games a little bit to see who's on top, to see who is in control. Interesting. Okay, finally some pentacles and more fire. 8 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. So this is our third fire sign. We had Aries, we had Leo, and now we have Sagittarius. There is the element of the mother and the child, or the older sister and the younger brother, and the father figure, because they have the Emperor, the Queen of Rods, and the Page of Wands, who are obviously connected in a way, if not related, because they're all from the same suit of elements. Three of Swords can portray or speak of family betrayal or family matters, especially with the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So the 5 of, let me show you. Okay. Nice shape we have here. 5 of Wands speaks of Medea and Jason. Jason goes on a journey to find the golden sheep to prove he's worthy of the kingdom, of being the king. Medea is the witch. She can be the Queen of Rods. She has a witchy element to her, that she leaves the home of her father, the home of her childhood, kind of sneaks out of the house to follow her true love, to follow Jason. Great. She's leaving some things behind, perhaps family members, younger family members. That's one narrative. So we have kind of the family thing. Maybe a quarrel, maybe disagreement, maybe power struggles. Maybe we're trying to heal or put people in their place of a certain childhood pain that they've caused us. And we're working on it. We're working on healing it, on fixing it. So these cards are directly connected. 8, Queen of Wands, August, Leo, 8. The Emperor, 4. 8 of Pentacles, 8. 8 and 4s in Babylon numerology, which is the numerology that I've had in my head since I was a kid. I didn't even know it's the numerology of Babylon, an ancient one. I was like reading the Pythagoras numerology. I'm like, this doesn't fit what I have in my head. Maybe I'm crazy. But now with time and study, I realized that I'm not crazy. I just have this knowledge. So 8s and 4s, strong karmic relationships. You can see it a lot in families that are either dysfunctioning, or there's a lot of conflicts and betrayal and issues, that the members will have 4 and 8s, strong 4s and strong 8s in their names or in their birth dates. And there will be a lot of sense of betrayal and heartache. But now I feel like we're working on it. We're healing it. Like almost as if most of the drama is behind us, and now we're just kind of figuring out how to fix it in our own heart and between the relationships. So I have the background here of the conflict, but I also have positive will to work on things because they're all in the upright. There's a real work-oriented card, willing to give an effort for someone without necessarily give something in return. There's also the card of the student here, the apprentice. Page of Rods, Sagittarius is a very learning energy. It likes to learn from the experience, very adventurous, very anthropologue. Sorry, I forget how you say it in English. But he discovers the world and he wants to know and wants to learn. 8 of Pentacles is also the apprentice, someone who's going through either a process of study or working towards something he believes in or wants to pursue and develop, and he's putting in the effort. He knows he's not getting all of his rewards or benefits right now. He needs to put effort into things, but he believes in the outcome, the things that will come. So there's positive, willing to work for something, to fix something. There's a sense of strategy, control, but also giving. The Queen of Wands is very giving. It's the Leo. Very generous energy, but also very much in control. See, there's a lot of control here. Even if you guys are trying to resolve a conflict, each of you is still thinking about how it will make them look, who's right, forming strategies with each other and against each other. Let's see where this is leading towards, because, okay, we get the picture. How do we fix this, or where is this leading towards? In the extended, which is where I'm doing 2 Celtic cross readings, and you are choosing one of them before I actually give you the interpretation. That way you have the opportunity to know an accurate narrative for you. So here we have general and a lot of narratives and options. And when you get to the extended, at the end, there's a link below to my extended on Vimeo. You'll choose one of the decks that I'll give you as an option. And then we'll see more into your story. Okay, and more into me. Okay, let's keep this general reading going for our wonderful, intense Scorpios for the month of May 2018. Clarify 3 of Swords and the Emperor. I feel like they're very meaningful here. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's the journey across the sea. Someone left home or is far away, or there's a certain, there's also maybe who gets what. Maybe there's a family business or an organization that we need to figure out what do we give to whom in accordance to what. There's the tendency to think about it from a logical kind of almost egotistical manner. I recommend to go from the heart, from what you know is true. But it's going to be challenging because there's a lot of ego battles here. So I'm hoping no innocent person kind of lose out of it just because they're not putting up a fight or being manipulative or being like, oh, I deserve this, or playing the game, or playing the individuals that are supposed to make the decision according to who gets what. And then, it's like the person that doesn't put up a fight, the person that is like kind and sweet and naive, that ends up losing and not getting anything, even though maybe they are the one most deserving of whatever it is that needs to be spread out. So the 2 of Pentacles is knowing the truth and wanting to go according to the truth, but you have a lot of but this, and everything that comes after the but is either ego or fear oriented and needs to be, well, pretty much ignored. Some of you have a younger individual in your family that is overseas, either went on to work or for travel. But what is going on? Why am I seeing this narrative? What am I supposed to tell the Scorpio? Okay, I gave one message, deciding according to truth versus ego. 3 of Pentacles, yes. Building from the pain. From the 2 of Pentacles, knowing what is right, and then 3 of Pentacles. Some of you are really into housing situations or real estate or something that has to do with property, who lives where, who gets what, and with whom. But the main message is to work together as a unit and not be divided by nonsense and kind of overcome whatever conflicts arise. Maybe even just in your mind and in your fears and in your ego, and just kind of work towards a common goal, which is unity of the family, unity of the name, unity of just even the emotion and the connection. There is a real willingness to overcome whatever pain was there or whatever sense of betrayal happened. It's like, I'm taking control over this, enough. I'm willing to put up a fight, to plan strategy, to be kind, and give to those who are worthy of it and work for a common goal. Good. Very practical energy, Scorpio, during the month of May. You're like not really in the esoteric and the amorphic. You're like into figuring things out in your 3D, which is good. It's very important and relevant to real spirituality, because without the 3D, we can't really climb to the 4th, the 5th, and so on of dimensions. Okay, one last card. And then maybe we'll do some clarifiers. One more card for Scorpio to show me the month of May. A guidance, a message. What is the most benevolent thing that can occur if Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising follow the guidance and advice of this reading? King of Swords. Okay. Interesting. So I have a king and a queen in complete opposites of the reading, facing other directions. Some of you are just kind of dividing forces and like, what is mine, what is yours? Where is the kid staying, with me or with you? There's like a real sense of sharp thought mechanism, of planning. May is going to be a very practical month where you're just, you know, getting shit done, excuse my language. Working on your connection, on being diplomatic again. There's a strategy, but this, okay, the message here is being strategic in a diplomatic, harmonious way. Not in a manipulative, conniving way, but like use your ability to control situations and people in a way to bring harmony and unity rather than dividing and conquering. Don't go to the divide and conquer. Go to what can we do together to have this unit be positive. Nice, okay. All right. Six of Cups, Knight of Swords, Four of Wands. That's it, okay. Children are the most important thing. Think about the children, about their happiness, what will serve them. This is not the, oh, we have to stay together no matter what, even though we hate each other for the sake of the family unit. No, that's actually really bad for kids. Kids are super sensitive. They hear everything, they feel everything, and what you do is you teach them what is love and what is relationship. And you don't want to give them a bad example for what is. So if there's a need to make, to separate, because you guys just don't get along, do it in a harmonious way with communication with the children. And if this is not a matter of divorce or separation, more as either inheritance or like who gets what, the children are the most important thing. Not your ego, not everyone's battles. Just the true essence of the heart, of what matters. There is working on like giving a home. I feel like a lot of you are working on building a strong foundation, either fixing past mistakes, wanting to give stronger foundations for your children or for yourself, for your inner child perhaps. Some of you are healing from childhood issues and conflicts with how you've grown up, and now you're kind of creating a reality that is supposed to give balance to it, and you want to give your children what wasn't given to you. You're kind of learning like what not to do. That's also an important message. I feel like these are brother and sister. Very independent energy, very free energy, very positive energy. I feel like these two are these kids here in the Six of Cups. And you see how they are the wands. And here you have Four of Wands, like the home, the family, the unity. They deserve that. So either they're coming home or there's something that you need to do to kind of give them a sense of a home. I have here a father figure, an uncle figure, relatives, big mishmash of people. And there's all kinds of forces involved, but I don't feel any, something really bad. I don't feel anything really, like, I feel like it's just like sometimes how family gets, you know? I can relate to it. Communicate with the children and the family to see if there's something that they need, or because the strongest message to finish this reading is the Six of Cups with the Four of Wands. So many of you are building a home now, or like to have, in order to make room for kids to come. You're kind of working on your own foundations, kind of healing yourself, making sure that you have everything you want to give them. And that's really beautiful. There's an air sign, a very strong air sign. Very strong fire signs. Now, guys, this doesn't mean that these people have to be Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, and Libra. This is their energy. So here there's energy of freedom and independence and traveling and kind heart, a creative heart, a lot of creativity and youthfulness. This is very sweet energy, and this is very harsh energy. So I feel like there's no room for judgment or for harshness. There's just room for love. Like love and security. That's what needs to lead you in your state of mind. Keep getting the children are the most important thing. The children are the most important thing. That's so... I don't know why this is making me so emotional. It's so weird. Yeah, but yeah, there's no like crazy spiritual process, or there's really family things and home things and kind of mundane things, just practical things that you need to kind of resolve and figure out, and just focus on that. And that's basically your message for the month of May. Okay, great. I'm going to conclude for you guys. Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sorry, my hair feels like... I'm going to conclude with a message from the Divine Oracle, one card. And then I will see you again in the extended. Okay. Let's wrap these up. All these babies together. And the bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups, which is the ultimate card of family unity and joy. I'll take this as the concluding card. This is your aspiration. This is what you are working towards. Harmony and love. That's what needs to lead you, not ego and whatever. Okay. You got me emotional, Scorpio, and I don't even know why. Alright, Divine Circus Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Beautiful cards. One message, please, for the month of May for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and anyone who's watching. One message for Scorpio. For the, I feel like there's this thing here. There. Why is she messing with her hair? There's supposed to be a spiritual thing. Who cares about how she looks like? I care about how I look like. The physical existence is not separated from the spiritual existence. If you think that, then you're probably living a detached life. If you think life is not about this mundane world, 3D, at all, why are you not living in a cave? No, you are living here, so I guess it does matter, because this is how you experience and grow spiritually, through this body, through this mechanism, so it matters. Just saying. Scorpio? Red Countess. I kind of know I need to mix the cards again. I don't know why. Because I feel like I drifted away from focusing on you, and then this fell. So take that. You can Google what Red Countess is. You know what? Actually, if you want to know what Red Countess means, watch, I think it was Sagittarius. Either Sagittarius or... No, I'm pretty sure it was a Sagittarius reading that I posted yesterday that had the Red Countess. So you can watch that. We had a lot of Sagittarius energy in the reading, so maybe there's something there that can speak to you as well, to some of you. But I feel like there's another message for the majority of Scorpio who are watching right now. So let's mix the cards again. If it comes out again, it will be hysterical, and I'll just apologize and read it to you. But let's see. A message for Scorpios for the month of May. An accurate message for Scorpios for the month of May, please. Okay. I feel like this is the message. Pinehead Punchinello. Pinehead Punchinello. I'm going to read it to you. It's number 24. It's really beautiful, like all the cards in this deck. Let's see what it's telling us. Punchinello. All right. Okay. You guys ready? I'm ready. Do you ever feel just a little too blessed with new ideas, dreams, and ambitions? Maybe it feels like you need more hours in the day to attain all you desire, to complete every course, read every book, create every dream, and live at least 10 lifetimes in just one. Or maybe you just feel overwhelmed with possibilities and choices, with demands on your time and things to do. One of the gifts and the challenges of the modern world is that we can be spoiled for choice. We have so many possible paths, so many choices to make on a daily basis, that sometimes excitement can become overwhelming, or a feeling of trying to do everything and getting nothing much accomplished in the process. The Pinehead Punchinello knows how to solve this dilemma. The entire universe can dance on the head of a pin. Oh, so it's Pinhead. Okay, sorry. Pinhead Punchinello. The entire universe can dance on the head of a pin. That means you only need one point from which everything can come alive. If you narrow down your choices to one, just one for now, everything else will come in time. Just as you would water roots of the tree, and notice that not only do the roots grow, but so does the trunk and branches and leaves and flowers and the bird life attracted to the tree and so on. So too do you need to just attend to one important task, and the rest will happen naturally. It might seem like you are giving up on the many to tend to the one. But if you tend to the one, you make what's going on with me? I'm going to start this phrase. It might seem like you are giving up on the many to tend to the one. But if you tend to the one, the many can come to life according to the timing of life itself. The Pinhead Punchinello card comes to you with a prediction for your future and guidance for the present moment. Whatever confusion or overwhelm or whatever grand plans you are imagining, even those that seem so vast as to be impossible, the next step to your success is one simple step. Though there may be so much to do, you can accomplish truly magnificent feats if you are willing to take just one step after the other. If you have too many choices to make, Pinhead Punchinello guides you to just choose one thing for now. That will be enough to get everything else moving too, even if it seems like you have to give up something in favor of something else. Any sacrifice is temporary in nature, and just like the tree that grows fruit when you tend to the roots, everything will come together, perhaps surprisingly so, in due course. For now, you are to move from the many to the one, and eventually that one will move the many into life. Affirmation. One step at a time, every day, every moment, I create my destiny divine. Okay. Let me know how it resonated with you guys. And also check out your extended. Below is the link. And in Vimeo, in the extended, you can also comment. So because I just started it for the month of May, and I'm doing this 2 Celtic cross reading, so it's slightly different than what I'm doing here right now. I really want to know what you guys think. So either comment or write me how you feel about the extended. And yeah, that's it. So I will see you soon in the extended, and regardless, I will also see you in June. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. I read everything, and I am vastly, deeply grateful. I'm not taking this for granted. The fact that you take time to listen to me, and there are so many options online in general. Like, really appreciate it. Thank you, Scorpio. Okay, see you around. Bye for now.